Well, Matt, where do we start with that little lot?
Well, 3 points, which is what we came here to do, so that's always a good starting point. We played some fantastic attacking football in the first period. I just felt we were still a little bit sloppy or a little bit short in our overall game. I could sense a bit of danger even at 2-0 up, and then we've not allowed Morecambe back into the game, but the lads smashed one in when we didn't quite get pressure on the ball, and maybe the toll of the week just started to take a little bit out of the players' minds as much as the bodies, maybe out of the minds a little bit, and Morecambe got up a bit of a head of his steam and caused us some problems in that second period, and it was pretty even second half. I still felt we had a little bit of quality on the pitch. We could just get the ball in the right place, and Nicky's come up with that, but you know, I'm sat there and I'm delighted to start with, and I feel all the emotions of disappointment and anger to a certain extent that we've not controlled the game better at 2-0. But this is a tough place to come. You know, Morecambe are a good, experienced League Two side with a good manager as well, and they weren't just going to lie down and let us dictate the game. So we had to take their opportunities away from them in that period, getting at half time at 2-0 and like I say, control the game second half. Unfortunately we weren't able to do that, but then the character and resilience showed through towards the end. Delighted it's 3 points, the end of a hard week. The players are physically and probably mentally drained, as probably some of the staff and supporters to a certain extent. Full credit to those fans who've made the trip today, and also the ones who made the trip Tuesday. That's a hell of a commitment, and it does not go unnoticed, believe me. And we're pleased we could get those 3 points from.
At 2-2, I saw Tom Park stripped and readied. Then he sat down, and Alex Fisher came on first.
Well, when Tom was ready early, Dino's had a bit of an issue, a bit of a niggle. So Dino was getting through that game as much as anything. So that was it wasn't so much a tactical change, that was a physical change, ready to go. I just felt Alex might cause an extra physical presence in the opposition box, and luckily we won a free kick in a good area. Delivered into the box, and we were competing for that first ball, and then it's broke to JQ, set up Nicky. You're never too sure who to put on at certain times in the game. I just felt if we were going to score, we might score from a cross. Ultimately it's come from a second phase off the back of a cross, but I wanted that physical presence right at the top of the pitch. Like I say, Dino has been struggling, and Tom was probably ready for the majority of the game, not just the second half.
Injury time first half, you have a goal ruled out. They go up the other end and score a worldie. Yeah. That could have been a big moment in this game. It probably was a big moment.
It was a huge moment. I think Lee did get a touch. We've not seen if it is offside, but I think Lee did get a touch. So I gave the linesman praise on Tuesday. I'll probably have to do that again today. I just felt we maybe didn't have it in our bodies to get out to players quick enough at certain areas, and certainly in the middle of the pitch, and close down the ball. Invited shots and crosses and deliveries into our box, and it was probably a state of the way we were as a team today. Attacking wise, first half that was the best we played, probably on the back of the confidence we got from Tuesday night, but if we're going to be successful this season, we've got to control that game a bit better than we did. It reminded me a little bit of the Yeovil game when it was last season, where it was so one-sided, and then it's a little bit of brilliance from them or poor defending from our part, and it evens it up straight away, and then they get momentum back in their game. Look, I felt we were stronger again to finish, which is a pleasing side, but we've got to rest some bodies who've had a physical demanding start to the season. I think we're 5 games in, no one can judge us after 5 games, not even after 10, 15, 20 games, so we'll see where we are in the months to come. But I'm pleased we got the 3 points today.
Could it have been a much better start to the season for you than this?
Well, yeah, I do feel that. Obviously the late one against Swindon, although it was probably deserved, and we felt we dropped points Tuesday night. But when you go away to Oldham and away to Morecambe in the space of 4 or 5 days, you probably take 4 points. I had a good chat with Wayne Carlisle, and as disappointed as we were Tuesday, this probably makes up to it to a certain extent. I would have been really disappointed if we'd have only got the 2 points or the 3 points from the 3 games, because I felt our performances have improved and improved significantly. You can't tell me we weren't creating chances in that first period, and there's a ruthless side to this team which I want to keep working on and keep drilling into the players.
How much do you and your squad of players need a week now before the next game?
Well, of course you do, but when you're winning games and playing well, you want to keep at it. The players will get Monday off on the back of the travel. I'm not sure who does the fixtures, but that certainly wasn't a kind week to us. Hopefully we come through it unscathed injury-wise, but they deserve Monday off. I'd like to think the supporters will deserve Monday off in terms of the bank holiday as well, because, like I said, that's a hell of a commitment. And we'll train them hard Tuesday. Thursday, Friday we'll be prepped for our next home game, but we're not in a bad position. You always look, and would you have took it 5 games in? Yeah, I stood here slightly disappointed we've not got more points on the board. Yeah.
150 travelling supporters, them and a lot of neutrals have seen a good game of football today.
They have. Probably not a good one for management and staff. I'm sure Jim's the same. got to be Kev, top man. Here's a bit, mate. Well done, mate. It's not easy on your body and your mind and the stresses of that. But when you sit down and relax a little bit, we'll have fish and chips on the way on, and we'll be satisfied. I think it's the right word. Knackered, but satisfied.